my dear, my sweet and weary traveler, you have spent your days searching, hands stretched out, palms turned up, waiting for something to fill them. You have knocked on doors that never opened, whispered dreams into the wind, hoping they would find a place to land. You have paced the floors of doubt. You have wrestled with the shadows of what if and not yet. Child, let me tell you something today. You were not sent here to beg for a seat at the table. You were sent to build one. You keep looking for work as if work is hiding from you. As if your purpose is some riddle waiting to be solved. As if the thing you were made to do is locked away in the hands of someone else. No, my love. The work is already in you. The gifts, the talents, the fire. It is all there, burning beneath your skin, waiting for you to say yes. Stop searching for permission to be great. Stop waiting for the world to tell you it is time. You keep looking for signs and signals, but don't you know? The sign is you. Your hands, your feet, your breath. That heartbeat drumming in your chest. That is the only permission slip you need. So stand up. Right now. Stand up in the truth of who you are. Stand up in the power you were born with. Walk like you belong here. Speak like your words matter. Because they do. You do not need to search for the work. You are the work. You are the answer to a question the world has been asking. So move, so build. So shine, so dare, and when they ask you who sent you, just smile, my love. Just smile and keep going like you have been looking, searching, stretching yourself thin, trying to find the thing that will make you whole. You have wandered through endless possibilities, eyes scanning the horizon, hoping that somewhere out there your purpose is waiting for you. But let me tell you something, my love. You were not placed in this world as a vessel to be filled by others. You were sent here already full. From the moment you took your first breath, purpose was stitched into your very being. It was whispered into your bones before you ever learned to walk. It was sealed in the curve of your smile, the depth of your voice, the rhythm of your hands when they move through the air. You were never meant to search for it because it has always been with you. But I see you. I see how you hesitate. I see how you doubt. I see how you stand in front of mirrors and question if you are enough. I see how you compare, how you shrink, how you silence yourself because you think your gifts are too small or your dreams are too big. But let me remind you of something powerful. You were formed in purpose. Nobody else has what you have in the way that you have it. Nobody else can do what you do in the way that you do it. The world has tried to convince you that purpose is something you must earn, something you must chase, something you must find after years of proving yourself. But that is not the truth. The truth is purpose has been walking with you all along. The work you are meant to do, the impact you are meant to make. It is not hiding from you. It is not waiting for you to become someone else. It is not something you will only discover once you have reached some imagined level of perfection. It is here. It is now. It is already within you. You have been conditioned to believe that success and meaning are reserved for those with the right connections, the right timing, the right luck. But purpose is not about luck. Purpose is about alignment. It is about stepping into the truth of who you are and embracing the fire that has been burning inside you all along. The world will try to convince you that you must mold yourself into something different to be worthy of your call. But you, exactly as you are, and all your beauty and perfection are already more than enough. You do not need to beg for a place at the table when you were born to build. You do not need to wait for someone else to tell you that your voice matters when your voice has been carrying wisdom from the moment you learned to speak. You do not need to ask permission to take up space when space was created with you in mind. You do not need to look outside yourself to find the thing you were made for because, my love, the thing you were made for has been inside you all along. But I know it is hard to trust what you cannot see. It is hard to believe in something when the world has not yet validated it. It is hard to walk forward in purpose when fear grips you by the ankles and whispers all the reasons you might fail. But let me tell you this, fear will never leave willingly. Doubt will never disappear on its own. If you wait for the day when you feel no fear, when you feel no uncertainty, when you feel fully ready, you will be waiting forever. Purpose does not require perfection. Purpose requires movement. It requires trust. It requires stepping forward, even when you don't have all the answers, even when you are unsure of the next step. You keep looking for confirmation, for signs, for proof that you're on the right path. But don't you see, the fact that you dream, the fact that you feel called to do more, to be more, to give more, that is your confirmation. The fire in your belly is not a coincidence. The things that make your heart race, that fill your soul with excitement, that make you come alive, those things are not accidents. They are the map leading you home to yourself. You were made to do something extraordinary, and not in the way the world defines extraordinary. Not in money, not in fame, not in titles, but in impact. In the way you touch lives, in the way you show up, in the way you love, in the way you create, in the way you transform the spaces you enter just by being fully, unapologetically yourself. The world will try to distract you. It will tell you to look elsewhere. It will tell you that purpose is found in titles and applause and achievements. But you must remember, purpose is not in those things. Purpose is in the work of your hands. Purpose is in the sound of your laughter. Purpose is in the way you wake up every morning, even on the days when it feels impossible. Even when the road is hard, even when the days are long, even when the weight of life tries to push you down. Purpose is in the way you love, in the way you create, in the way you inspire without even trying. You were not sent here to be ordinary. You were not placed in this world to blend in. You were not given breath just to survive. You were meant to thrive, to expand, to stretch beyond the boundaries the world has placed around you. The things you feel called to do, the dreams that tug at you in the middle of the night, the ideas that won't let you go, they are not random, they are reminders. They are the whispers of the purpose that already lives inside you, the purpose that has been waiting for you to trust it. Stop searching, stop waiting, stop doubting. You are not lost, you are not behind, you are not missing anything. Everything you need is already within you. The work is not something outside of you. The work is you. The calling is not in the distance. The calling is in your hands. The moment is not waiting for another day. The moment is now. Like you have spent too much time waiting for a sign, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to tell you that you are worthy. You have been sitting on your own power as if it belongs to someone else. You have been holding your breath, hoping the world will tap you on the shoulder and whisper, now it's your turn. But listen to me, my love. Your turn began the moment you were born. Your name has always been written in the stars, carved into the very fabric of time. You don't need permission to step into who you already are. How many times have you silenced your own voice, convinced yourself that maybe you should wait just a little longer, that maybe you need more time, more experience, more validation? How many times have you watched someone else rise, someone else step forward and thought to yourself, maybe I'll go next time. Maybe I'm not ready yet. But let me tell you something. The world will never hand you the perfect moment. No one will ever show up with a golden invitation, announcing that now is the time for you to stand up and be who you were always meant to be. That moment, that permission, it's always been yours to claim. Think about all the times you have looked to others for confirmation. All the times you have waited for someone else to call you talented, to call you gifted, to tell you that your voice matters. You have given away too much power to opinions that do not define you. You have measured yourself against expectations that were never meant to fit you. You have sat quietly in rooms where you were meant to stand tall, all because you thought someone else needed to approve of your greatness before you could own it. But let me remind you, your greatness is not up for debate. It does not belong to someone else's opinion. It does not shrink or grow based on whether others recognize it. It is yours, and it has always been yours. Think of the birds in the sky. Do they ask the wind if they are allowed to fly? Do they hesitate before spreading their wings, waiting for the world to tell them they are ready? No, they just fly. They rise on instinct, carried by something deep within them that does not need permission. And you, my love, you were born with the same force, the same knowing. You were not created to sit in doubt, to question your own life. You were made to rise, to expand, to take up space without apology. But fear has been your greatest thief. Fear has whispered in your ear, telling you that if you step forward, you might fail. That if you stand tall, someone might cut you down. That if you use your voice, someone might not like what you have to say. But let me tell you something about fear. Fear will never leave on its own. Fear does not pack its bags and walk away just because you ask it. Fear will stay as long as you let it, growing roots in your spirit, making a home in your doubt. The only way to get rid of fear is to walk straight through it, to stand up in its presence and say, I hear you, but I will not bow to you. How many dreams have been buried under the weight of fear? How many ideas have been abandoned because someone was waiting for the world to say, yes, you are good enough? But don't you see, the world does not get to decide that. The only voice that gets to say you are ready is your own. You have been looking at others, admiring their courage, their success, their ability to step into their own greatness. You have watched them shine and thought, oh, maybe one day that will be me. But why not today? Why not now? What are you waiting for? You do not need another degree, another title, another year of practice to be worthy. You do not need the applause of strangers or the approval of friends to take up space. You are already enough. You are already capable. You are already ready. You have been taught to be humble, to be patient, to wait your turn. But humility does not mean hiding. Humility does not mean dimming your light so others can shine. Humility means knowing your power and using it wisely. It means recognizing that your gifts were never meant to be locked away, that your voice was never meant to be silent. The world needs what you have. It needs your ideas, your creativity, your perspective. It needs your story, your wisdom, your fire. And yet you sit waiting. You hold back telling yourself that maybe next time, maybe next year, maybe someday. But someday is a lie. Someday is the thief of someday will keep you trapped in the same place, waiting for a door that has always been open. There will always be a reason to wait, always another obstacle, another excuse, another fear. But the only way to move forward is to stop waiting for permission and give it to yourself. To stand in the mirror and say, I am ready now. I am worthy now. I am enough now. You do not need to be perfect to begin. You do not need to have all the answers to take the first step. The path will unfold as you walk it. The doors will open as you push forward. But you must decide right here, right now, that you will no longer wait for someone else to tell you that you are allowed to be great. Step forward even if your voice shakes. Speak even if your hands tremble. Move even if your heart races with fear. Because the only thing standing between you and your purpose is the belief that you need permission to own it. You do not. You never did. You were born ready, You have been looking, searching, waiting for something outside of yourself to tell you that you are on the right path. You have been hoping for a sign, a moment of clarity, a voice from the heavens to tell you, go forth, it is your time. But what if I told you that the sign you are waiting for has already arrived? That the very breath in your lungs, the fire in your spirit, the tug in your heart, that is the sign. That you and all your beauty and brilliance are the very proof that purpose is alive within you. There is no light flashing in the sky, no voice calling from the clouds, no map that will lead you to a destination you have already been walking toward your entire life. You do not need to ask the universe to confirm what has already been written into your being. The dreams that whisper to you in the quiet hours, the ideas that refuse to let you go, the talents that rise effortlessly from your soul. These are not coincidences. They are not random. They are signals, reminders, proof that you were sent here with something powerful to give. And yet you keep looking. You search for signs in the faces of others, in the validation of people who do not even see the depth of who you are. You wait for someone to look at you and say, yes, now you are ready. Now you are worthy. Now you can step forward. But don't you see, you have been waiting for approval from people who do not carry your destiny. You have been searching for confirmation from voices that were never meant to shape your journey. The truth is, no one else can give you the sign you are looking for because the sign is you. When you wake up in the morning and feel that pull, that is the sign. When your spirit stirs with longing for something greater, that is the sign. When you feel restless knowing deep down that you are meant for more, that is the sign. Do not come with instruction. They do not come with guarantees. They do not promise an easy path, free of fear or struggle. They simply say, a move. They tell you to trust what is already within you. The world has taught you to look outside of yourself for answers, to believe that truth comes from somewhere beyond your own heart. But the truth was placed inside you long before you knew how to ask for it. The truth is in your gifts, in your passion, in the way you light up when you talk about the things that set your soul on fire. You have spent too much time questioning what has already been made clear. You have asked too many times, "Am I ready?" when readiness has been living in your bones since the day you were born. You do not need a miracle. You do not need a burning bush, a voice from the heavens, a grand, undeniable sign. You need only to listen to what has already been speaking to you all along. But here's the thing about signs. They mean nothing if you do not act on them. You can spend your life collecting signs, waiting for them to be clear enough, undeniable enough. But signs are not meant to be examined forever. They are meant to be followed. A sign is only as powerful as the movement it inspires. And if you refuse to move, if you keep waiting for something greater, something louder, something impossible to ignore, you will waste the very purpose you were sent here to fulfill. How many times have you felt that pull, that urge, that knowing only to dismiss it? How many times have you convinced yourself that maybe it was just a passing thought, a foolish dream, a silly idea? But if it keeps coming back to you, if it refuses to let you go, if it burns in your chest no matter how much you try to quiet it, that is not coincidence. That is calling. That is a sign, screaming at you to pay attention. The problem is not that you lack signs. The problem is that you doubt them. You tell yourself that if this were truly your path, it would be easier, it would be clearer, it would come with a guarantee. But nothing great has ever been achieved by those who needed certainty before they move. Nothing powerful has ever been created by those who needed absolute proof before they acted. Purpose requires faith. It requires trust. It requires stepping forward even when you cannot see the full picture. You will never have all the answers before you begin. You will never know with absolute certainty how everything will unfold. But you do not need to know the entire journey to take the first step. The road will reveal itself as you walk it. The doors will open as you push forward. The opportunities will come as you align yourself with your purpose. But none of that can happen if you stay still, waiting, doubting, hesitating. You have spent too much time convincing yourself that you are not ready. But what if you are? What if you have always been? What if the only thing standing between you and the life you were meant to live is your own hesitation? What if the only thing keeping you from stepping into your greatness is the belief that you need more than what you already have? You do not need more. You do not need another sign. You do not need another moment of clarity. Everything you need is already inside you. You are the sign. Your passion is the sign. Your dreams are the sign. Your longing for more is the sign. Your very existence is proof that you have something valuable to give. And so what will you do? Will you keep waiting? Will you keep looking outside yourself for an answer that has already been given? Or will you trust what has been in you all along? Will you finally believe that you are not lost, that you are not wandering aimlessly, that you are not without purpose? Will you finally see that you are already equipped with everything you need to move forward? The moment you stop searching for signs and start trusting yourself is the moment your life will change. The moment you stop looking for confirmation and start acting on what you already know is the moment your purpose will unfold before you. The moment you realize that you are the sign is the moment you will step fully into the life that has been waiting for you all along. So move, so trust, so believe, not because the world tells you to, not because someone else has given you permission, but because deep down you already know. You have always known, and that knowing, that is the only sign you will ever need. You have been taught to believe that if something is meant for you, it will come easily. That if you are truly on the right path, the doors will swing open without resistance, the road will be smooth, the path will be clear. You have been told that struggle is a sign to turn back, that obstacles mean you are not ready, that hardship is proof you are on the wrong track. But let me tell you something, the things that are most meant for you will demand the most of you. They will test you, they will stretch you. They will break you open and rebuild you into the person you were always meant to be. Nothing worth having has ever come without resistance. Nothing powerful has ever been birthed without pain. Nothing lasting has ever been built without endurance. And you, my love, you were not sent here to live an easy life, to take the simple road, to glide through existence without ever being challenged. You were sent here to grow, to evolve, to rise, to become something greater than you ever imagined. In that journey, it will demand everything from you. You have already felt the weight of it. You have already faced moments where you wanted to turn back. You have already encountered days where you questioned whether the fight was worth it. You have stood at the edge of your own potential and wondered if you had the strength to step forward. But listen to me now. Every challenge you have faced, every hardship you have endured, every setback that has tried to break you was never meant to stop you. It was meant to prepare you. Do you not see? The struggle is not a sign that you are on the wrong path. The struggle is proof that you are exactly where you need to be. The resistance you feel is not telling you to give up. It is making you strong enough to hold what is coming. The closed doors, the detours, they are not punishments. They are training. They are sharpening you, refining you, shaping you into the person who will not just reach their destiny, but who will be ready for it when it arrives. Too many people quit when it gets hard. Too many people walk away when the road becomes uncertain. Too many people abandon their dreams because they believe struggle means they were not meant to succeed. But struggle does not mean stop. Struggle does not mean surrender. Struggle is the fire that forges you into who you were always meant to be. Think of the tallest trees, the ones that stand strong through the fiercest storms. Do you think they grew that way by avoiding the wind? Do you think they became unshakable by being protected from the elements? No, they became strong because they endured. Their roots grew deep because they had to fight for every inch. Their branches stretched wide because they refused to break. And you are just the same. The storms you have faced were not sent to destroy you. They were sent to strengthen you. The wind that tried to shake you was only there to make sure your roots grew deep. There have been moments where you have questioned if you are enough, where you have wondered if you are truly built for this, where you have doubted whether you have what it takes to keep going. But let me remind you of something. You have already survived things that were meant to break you. You have already endured nights where you thought you would not make it to the morning. You have already walked through fire and come out the other side. You are not weak. You are not fragile. You are not incapable. You are a force. You are resilience in human form. You must stop thinking that the struggle means you are not worthy. You must stop believing that ease is the only sign of alignment. The work you are meant to do, the life you are meant to live, it will require you to be stronger than you ever thought possible. And that strength, it is being built in the moments where you want to give up but choose to keep going. It is being forged in the nights where the weight feels unbearable, but you refuse to let it crush you. It is being created in the moments where you push past your own limits and realize that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. You are waiting for the moment when things get easier. You are hoping for the day when the obstacles disappear, when the path becomes smooth, when the resistance fades away. But what if I told you that ease is not the goal? What if I told you that the very thing you are fighting against is the thing that is making you great? What if I told you that the struggle is not a sign to quit, but a sign that you are becoming exactly who you were meant to be? Stop looking for the easy way out. Stop waiting for the day when everything falls into place without effort. Stop believing that success should come without sacrifice. If it is truly meant for you, it will ask everything of you. It will demand your strength, your patience, your resilience, your faith. It will test you over and over again, not because you are unworthy, but because you are being prepared for something greater than you can yet see. There is a version of you on the other side of this struggle, one who is stronger, wiser, bolder, more powerful than you can imagine. But you cannot meet that version of yourself if you give up now. You cannot become who you are meant to be if you walk away when things get hard. You cannot claim the life that is waiting for you if you refuse to fight for it. Do you not see? The fire is not here to burn you. It is here to refine you. The weight is not here to crush you. It is here to make you unshakable. The resistance is not here to stop you. It is here to make sure that when you finally step into your destiny, you will be strong enough to hold it. You have come too far to turn back now. You have endured too much to surrender now. You have been through too many battles to lay down your sword now. Keep going, keep pushing, keep believing. Because one day you will look back and realize that every moment of struggle was not a barrier. It was a bridge. Every hardship was not an obstacle. It was the training ground for your greatness. Every time you wanted to quit but didn't, you were building the strength you would one day need to carry the life that was always meant for you. You have already proven that you are stronger than anything that tries to break you. You have already shown that you are capable of rising time and time again. You have already walked through the fire and come out shining. So do not stop now. Do not let the struggle convince you that you are not meant for this. Do not allow the resistance to make you forget who you are. The path will not always be easy, but it will always be worth it. The road will not always be clear, but it will always lead you where you are meant to go. And you, my love, you were built for this. You were made to endure. You were made to rise. You were made to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. So keep going, keep pushing, keep believing. Because the struggle is not your enemy. The struggle is your teacher. The struggle is your proving ground. The struggle is the very thing that will shape you into the unstoppable force you were always meant to become.